Praise the Lord. Let's see if we can do this without getting cut off. I got cut off on the last video. I've been having some problems with my phone. You know, I do these videos with my phone. Pretty soon, I'd say in a couple months, I'm going to get my computer set up. My computer needs fixed. I also want to get a webcam for it. And I want to get software for it for doing videos. Before if I'm going to go through all that trouble of paying another $40-something or more a month on internet service when I have good, great, awesome internet service on my phone, and that's the only thing I use it for is to do these videos, then I want to have everything there. I want to have a good package, and I want to be able to do everything from, put other videos in my videos, and actually put props in my videos to show you what I'm talking about. Do more professional videos that more people will subscribe to and watch. Praise the Lord. This is Leroy Cruz again, your Life Applications Officer. Finishing where I left off before I got rudely cut off by my atheist phone. There must be an atheist in my phone. That demon's in there. Cut me off. How the heck did I jump from having... This is a brand new phone. How did I get that much space covered up on my phone? Now, I have 2 music programs on my phone. That is the most of the space that I have taken on my phone. Okay, but most of the stuff on my phone was already there when I got the phone. Maybe I need to delete some of that. I don't know. Anyway, continuing where I left off. As I was getting cut off, I was saying this right here. Talking about apologists. Let me finish. And I'm not going to hold you long because I don't know if I'm going to get cut off because there's an atheist in my phone targeting me. I'm going to get that demon. I'm going to cast that demon out in the name of Jesus. I'm going to find out who he is. I'm going to cast him out in the name of Jesus. Anyway. Do we need to explain everything to be a Christian? And to who? Let's get one thing straight, atheists. See, I'm coming from... apologists don't realize when they're dealing with atheists what kind of people they're dealing with. There are people there, as Christ said, are people that are dying to hear the gospel. They want to understand. Okay? They want to understand. Alright? And then there are people that are haters of the gospel. They just hate the gospel, and any question that they ask you is just all responding to that hate that's already there. Okay? So you need to know who you're dealing with. You need to know when you're casting your pearls before swine, and when you're really talking to someone that really wants to know, so that they can be on the winning side. Okay? It's just like looking at, just like these MMA stars. They study the other fighter so that they know, they study the other fighter, second of all. But before they study the other fighter, they really get into practice and make sure they're whether it's jiu-jitsu or karate or kung fu or Chinese kempo or just aikido, whatever it might be that they study, they make sure that form of what they study it well, and they're in shape for it, and they're ready to carry it on better and better each fight. They just get better and better and better. And that's the same way it is with research and study. you want to get better. I'm not going to hold you long. But do we need to explain everything to an atheist? And for what? For what? I don't believe we need to explain anything that is difficult to explain. I've yet an atheist explain to me why he must contend with me in the first place. Why it's not okay for me, being I'm not a crusader, or I'm some part of some I'm not an evangelist, I'm not a crusader, I'm not some guy out there doing picket signs. I'm just a guy that reads the Bible. That is my lifestyle. It's given me a lifestyle culture that puts me above all the nonsense that's going on around me that I just have a hard time dealing with. And it helps me to understand why people act the way they do, why they have their flaws, and why they have their emotional struggles and their temptations and their sins and all these different things. It's just wonderful to me. But I don't use my Bible to attack homosexuals. I don't use my Bible to attack atheists. I don't use my Bible to attack black women, white folks. I understand you're free to swag, you're free to tattoo yourself, you're free to be gay, transgender, blah, 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 blah. Okay? I might stand up and let you have the seat, but that doesn't mean I don't like you. That doesn't make me a bigot. Okay? I might decide not to engage myself in your conversation because of the nonsense that's coming out of your mouth. I don't want to even go there. You don't want me to get in there because you ain't gonna like what I got to say. But that does not mean that I hate you or that I'm being a bigot. I just don't want to be involved with your culture. I don't really like your culture. I don't like your lifestyle. So I got nothing to say. And in my daily life, that's the way I am. I have nothing to say. Every day I work around people that do everything I talk about. But I don't involve myself in, them. Okay? Because I don't want to add an audience to the nonsense that they're going through. And neither do I want them to get mad at me because I said something I shouldn't have said. So, I know who I can open up to and be honest with and who I can't. But the fun thing about having a YouTube account is I can be honest and just let it out. I just recently told somebody not too long ago. She said, "Oh, you got a YouTube channel?" Because she saw me read my Bible and she saw me doing notes. And she says, "What are you doing now?" I says, "Oh, I'm doing some notes." She says, "Doing notes for what? What, you studying for school or something?" I said, "No, that was a long time ago. I'm done with that." I says, "I'm studying for my next YouTube video." She says, "Oh, you do YouTube videos?" I said, "Yeah." I says, she says, what is your YouTube name?" I says, "I just go by my name, just by my first and last name, DeRoy Cruz, everything's on there." She said, "Wow." I said, "Be careful though." Because I let her know. I says, discretion advised. Okay? I'm very hard on black folks, number one. Okay? Now she was a Christian, but she was she was a black girl. Okay, who seems to get along with all kinds of black people, and people don't understand there's a separation. You need to be careful. There's a big separation between black versus black in this country today that we need to put in the forefront so everybody knows about it. This is why people are getting shot up and everything in the black community. That's another video, but you need to understand, black people need to separate themselves from a lot of black people that are out there. And her being a Christian, she needs to get off that, "Oh, I'm cool with everybody on the job that's black." No, you're not if you're a Christian. Because most of these black knuckleheads are pagan. Okay? They ain't don't even get me started. That's another video. Don't get me started. I told her. I says, discretion advised. Okay? I'm very hard on black people in my videos. I let her know that. So before you go to my channel, she said, uh-oh. I said, I'm not trying to hate on nobody or anything. I just called it the way I see it. I says, but that's another video. You're welcome. If you're black and you're watching this, you're welcome to look at my stuff. Okay? But one of the things that bother me as a Christian is my own people. And that's the biggest thing to bother me, because they're the most embarrassing thing that I'm seeing right now every freaking day. I mean, on the bus, at work, you know, in traffic even. I mean, I can't go downtown. We're the only race of people, I'm getting off subject, but we're the only race of people to go downtown to do nothing but be in everybody's way. Downtown Pittsburgh is just as ghetto as the ghettos now, thanks to certain people, is just as ghetto as the ghettos around Pittsburgh, around the Pittsburgh area, the greater Pittsburgh area. You go down there and then you ain't helping when you put like low-income stores in town and stuff like that. You know, in other states it ain't like that. One of these days I'm going to do a video on Pittsburgh. Matter of fact, that's coming up. That's coming up real soon. I'm going to be doing a video of Pittsburgh. It's going to be on 2 of my channels. It's going to be on this channel and it's going to be on one of my other 2 channels. It might be on all 3. I don't know. But Lord have mercy. I got to do something. I got to say something about it. But my people are the only people to go all the way downtown Pittsburgh to do nothing but either hang out and be jealous of everybody or go down there and cause trouble. They were the only ones. The Spanish don't do that. The Asians don't do it. Even the ghetto Spanish people. And there's a lot of ghetto-fied, if you know what I mean, Spanish people around here. They don't even do that nonsense. Only black folks go down town Pittsburgh while all these white folks are shopping. They ain't got the money to shop. They shouldn't even be down there. Stay home. Then you ain't got to go down there and feel like you need to bother somebody or be in somebody's way. I'm getting off the subject. Let me get on the subject. What if you can't explain it? I've not yet had an atheist explain everything to me. Because you know what? If you explained everything to me, atheist, you might become a Christian. So I don't owe you an explanation for everything. Okay? Now, if I do something that's crazy, if you see me outside holding up picket signs, disturbing the peace, if I'm really disturbing the peace, if I paid money for the spot, like I said in another video, I'm not disturbing the peace. You are, because you came. So, this is my day. I paid for this spot. It's my day. Don't tell me when I just paid $100 for my people to be here that we're disturbing the peace. No, you turn your music down. You park your car over there. Okay? You come back tomorrow and talk about your nonsense when we ain't there. Because we paid for the spot. See, I watch a lot of these videos where people like Jacqueline Glenn and them go around bugging people. Okay? And you know, go to these Christian places where these Christians are holding up picket signs. These, you know, and having these, you know, little carnivals and stuff like that. Some of them videos, I looked at them, they paid to be there. It wasn't like they just pulled up and just said, hey, bring the picket signs over here. I don't know what they're doing over here, but we're going to hang out. We're going to do this and that. No, it wasn't like that. They paid to be there. It was put on the calendar way ahead of time. But, oh, they're wrong. They paid to be there. Like every other atheist or Walmart or the bike people or whatever. Healthy people, healthcare people, whoever. Paid to be there. They paid to be there. It was their day to be there. But they were wrong for being there because an atheist walked through there. So now it's wrong for them to be there, even though they paid for it. or help me, I'm not apologizing to you. I'm not an apologist in no way, shape, or form. I'm a butt kicker. I will explain out of love what it takes to be a Christian. And then you can take it or leave it however you see it. But I will not worry about what I cannot explain. Just like I can't explain evolution. I can't explain every area of science that you may have an argue about. I'm not even going to argue with you. I'm going to say, well, I don't even know what that is, man. I don't know what that is. You know what I'm saying? I probably got a B or a C in science. I only did it for 2 years. The last 2 years of high school, I found electives to replace science. I found out that even teachers today, when challenged about science, a lot of these modern day teachers, my youngest daughter that I talked about in this last video that I just did, the one that was born and we weren't really expecting to have her, she was making straight A's in science. She was really good at science in high school. And I had a little argument with her teacher because my daughter was, she brought something home from school with her one day. And I had to help her with it. And when I read about it, it was like a spooky story. I mean, the Neanderthal man and all this kind of stuff, and Lucy and all this kind of stuff, and I mean, it's bad enough of all the other, evolving theories, evolvement theories, I looked at my daughter, I says, child, do your best and get as good a grade as you can. She wanted to put me in the middle of it. It was like they were trying to use my daughter to propagate new forms of science into our home. I don't know, but I tell you what, I went to school and she said, did you sit down with your daughter and all like that? And I said, yeah. I said, yeah, we had a good time, and she looked at me and she says, okay, that's good. And she went to telling me about all the stuff. And I says, I kind of laughed. I kind of chuckled a little bit, and she looked at me like she got offended at first. And I says, I'm sorry, but what does this have to do with, where does this fit into our modern day lives? Okay? That's what I asked her. Where does this fit into our modern day lives? And I says, as a Christian, you probably know. I believe in Adam and Eve. And she said, you don't believe in the Neanderthal man? I says, that would mean that Adam was a lie. I says, I guess I don't. I says, unless you can show me where he came later or something. I says, and she said, you know what? A lot of people don't believe in the Neanderthal man. And they don't believe in this or that. And, some of the involvement theory and stuff like that. She said it's okay. And we don't want to force anything on your daughter. Your daughter's a Christian. We don't want to force things like that on her because, like you said, it's important to understand the things that have to do with our everyday lives, not things that can be argued about. Okay? So, she says, though, And her last words to me was, "But you're a good dad. I understand you're a good dad. You're just looking out for your daughter." And I was looking out for my little girl. Okay? Because, I mean, my daughter's getting straight A's in science, and now, you know, she was kind of bored with that whole Neanderthal thing. Like, how much of an essay she got to write on this nonsense? It's not like it's real. Okay? You know what I mean? It's a theory. She can't do nothing with it after she gets a grade on it. Okay? She can't do nothing with it. Okay? It's not going to do anything for her in life. You know, what's the point? You know? But anyway, we don't have to explain everything. Just like you don't have to explain everything. Some things are better believed. Okay? And may the best man win. They will explain themselves later on when the best man wins. Let me say that again. Some things are better just believed or not believed. And they will explain themselves later on when the best man wins. And there will be a best man that wins. Let me say it one more time. Some things are better off either believed or not believed. And they'll explain themselves later, naturally, when the best man wins. Okay? Just like you saw that picture I did for one of the last videos I did with John Jones and Cormier. And Cormier was doing all that talking, knowing that Jones was the champ. You got to catch up to where Jones is at. Jones goes back in a while. Cormier is new to this stuff. And Jones wasn't going to let Cormier come in there and embarrass him. He beat him twice. But, you know, Cormier, now because John Jones messed up. He's a Christian who messed up. I admit, he messed up. You know what I'm saying? He let the pressures of the world, and it's in the Bible, the cares and the riches of the world choke the word and make it unprofitable. That's what happened to Jim Jones. Keep calling him Jim Jones. John Jones. The cares and worries of the world choke the word and make it unprofitable. That's what happened to John Jones. He let the cares of the world get to him. Because he's a champ, he's making money. And then you got Cormier. Cormier about to break his neck trying to beat him and take that title. You know. And that's the way what the atheists are doing. But you know what? Let me let you in on a little secret. I don't have to. I'm not an apologist. I don't have to sweat. Okay, and overwork myself to say what I got to say. Okay, to get my point across or to win my title. Okay, you know, just like when you go up against knucklehead Conor McGregor, and I almost hate the guy with a passion because he's a JA. I just don't like him. I don't care how many fights he wins. I don't like him, and it ain't got nothing to do with what country he comes from. It's got something to do with his fat mouth. He's got a mouth like an atheist. That's why he won't be in none of my pictures when it comes to, well, probably not, when it comes to this series. He will not be on any of the fronts of my videos because I don't really like the guy. He's a jerk. But anyway, I don't care how many fights he wins. He's a good fighter, but he's a horrible jerk. And, you know, but I gotta admit though, you know, you're gonna have to, you can do all the talking, but see, even though, because see, there's two sides to that. Even though Conor McGregor, just like a lot of atheists, just like Conor McGregor is winning all these fights. He seems invincible. Just like Ronda Rousey seemed invincible when She got beat. It was almost like no return. Same thing with Conor McGregor. You get all that arrogance and all that pride is going to end up making you of no remedy. You're not going to be able to return with that attitude. Now she's talking about retiring. Okay, same thing's going to happen to Conor if he don't chill. Okay, it's best to humble yourself and simply understand that you don't know it all, that you can be beat and beat very badly instead of acting like a fool. Okay, and then when you get beat, it's the worst thing to happen. I know some people in the church that are going through that right now with people in the church. That's the worst of people you want to fight. You don't fight your own people. You're bound to lose. You fight your own people. Man, that's just common sense. Anyway, these two guys that I just got done watching, praise the Lord, I thought they were a blessing. Ben Joyner and Sweet Scholar are their names of their video section, their accounts on YouTube. Look them up. I mean, these guys here, you think I make you mad, these guys will make you cry. Okay? You'll be punching a wall when you get done listening to these guys. Okay? If I tick you off, though, you might not want to listen to these guys because they'll really tick you off. And not because they're all loud and crazy like I am and put a little anger into it like I do, but because they tell you in a nice tone of voice how idiotic atheism is. But they do it in a very nice way. They let you know in a very nice way you're not qualified to use my bathroom. I'm Jim Crow today, at this moment. Atheists don't use this bathroom. They go to the transgender bathroom down there where they're fixing the horse manure. Get on there. This bathroom right here is for Christians. And for those that are guests at the house of Christians. But the atheists want to use the bathroom. We don't need them demons in there. There's some modern day scientific transgender evolutional pagan nonsense down there where they're making mosh. Mosh is good science. Might want to go down there and stand there a while and smell it. Okay? Maybe it'll wake your brain up a little bit and show you some things. Maybe it'll humble you a little bit. But these two guys, they really lay it thick, okay? Atheism is not scientific. That's a lie. Atheism does not support science. That is your banner, as one scholar said, but you know, when you come talking to me, it's about science, okay? I drank a lot of water today, and I used toilet paper to wipe my behind. I used soap to wash my body. I made sure the soap left my body and went down the drain. Okay? I made sure I didn't put metal in my microwave. What more science do you want? Don't come to me with no science nonsense. You ain't got nothing to do with science. It's more Satanism that you have something to do with. Don't even come to me with that science stuff. Atheists are not scientific, neither do they respect science. Okay? Because if you respected science, you wouldn't smoke. If you respected science, you wouldn't be trying to legalize marijuana. The fact that these guys that I'm talking about, Mr. Joyner and Mr. Sweet Scholar, They said that, I didn't know this, but I was listening to, what is his name? What's this boy's name? Dinesh, where is it? Dinesh De Souza. If I can find his name, I wrote it down here somewhere. No, I wrote it, there it is. I just found out from Dinesh De Souza, if I'm saying this right, saying his name right. I just found out that atheists have done more murders and caused more deaths than Islamic extremists. Oh my God. Is he lying? Now you can go to the video. It's called How Do I Know God Exists by Dinesh De Souza. He says in the middle of that video that, you know, he talks about how the atheists always use the stuff about the Crusaders and all this stuff. He says, hold up, okay? He explains how names that are never mentioned of atheists that have caused more crime and murder and genocide, okay, and communism, more than all the religions combined. Okay? You can look it up for yourself, like, wow, I never thought of that. I knew it. I knew there had to be, because even right here in America, you know, a lot of people, there's a lot of people that, so you do something, they'll try to find out whether you're a Christian or not. If you go and kill somebody or whatever, like, you know, Zink Uyghur or Jink Uyghur, Olger, or whatever, however you pronounce his name. Okay? He'll do that. He'll try to call something Christian when nobody said nothing about no Christianity. He'll try to call something Christian and ain't got nothing to do with Christians. Okay? He'll do that. But I don't know. You know, like the Souza said, it's usually Muslims that have the highest rate of murders. They make, that's almost 1,000 to 0 as far as other religions concerned. But y'all try to make it all religions are committing murders and all like that. He debunked that, and then he brought up the idea of the fact that atheists are committing more murder than all the murders out of cults and religion and hate groups and everything combined. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I didn't know that. You're free to go and look at the video yourself. You probably know them names. And if you don't know them names, you might be dumb. Because you should. But them names of them people that did what they did, they were atheists. This is why I'm not an apologist. Okay? Get off my block, man. Get off my street. That's all I got to say. You know, you can borrow my parking space when I'm not home. But other than that, get out of my face with that nonsense. Really. I apologize to you. I'm not apologizing for anything. Especially after hearing this. Oh my God. Why? The fact that Christians study science, love science, use science, but can use science itself to debunk the use of science by atheists. That's wild to me. That's wild. Why do we, you know, and you know, why do you, you know, you try to act like you try to use science against us. But I know friends of mine who graduated from college. They love science. They talk about science all the time. Yet they still believe in God. Science doesn't tell or interfere with somebody believing in God. True science does not conflict with somebody believing in God. It only conflicts with an atheist. Believing in God does not conflict with science. It conflicts with atheists. Don't hand me that nonsense, okay? Why do we fight over religion in the first place? Why do we fight over religion in the first place? Why? Let me tell you why we fight over religion. The same reason we monopolize, take over lands, and why do we do that? To control culture. Everybody wants, just like everybody wants the United States to be there. We Christians want this to be a Christian nation. Atheists want this to be an atheist nation. Muslims want this to be a Muslim nation. Okay? Then the rich just want everybody to be rich, and the poor think everybody owes them something. And the gays want everybody to be gay, and the straight want everybody to be non-gay, and everybody wants their side to win. So this whole argument of you throwing, saying that, religion being an issue, it ain't a matter of religion being an issue. It's a matter of different cultures being an issue. Get it straight. You got to twit it, okay? Atheists, this again explains how atheists are religious. Because again, if you're not religious, why are you in a religious war? Okay? Why are you in a religious war if you're not religious? Okay? I do a video, I got atheists and Muslims coming at me at the same time. Hello? Welcome to a religious war, atheists. But remember them names. Dinesh D'Souza, which I think you already know. But this Ben Joyner guy and this Sweet Scholar guy, I just met them. I've subscribed to their channel. Okay? Atheism, again, is a religion. If asked what is your religion, what do you atheists say? I'm an atheist. You say that first before you say, well, I don't have a religion. You always say first, I'm an atheist. Because that is your religion. Okay, all religions and secularism is pagan in our holy book, the Bible. But different countries have morals about many different things that are more moral than the United States. Just like, for example, Asian people don't practice as much fornication, if you've been paying attention, as Americans. Asian people don't tattoo themselves quite like Americans do, okay, until they come to America and been living here for a while, okay. People eat better, okay. They're not fat like we are here in America and obese, okay. There's less Asians and Arabs smoking cigarettes than Americans, okay. So the idea that morality is subjective, no. Morality and immorality is influenced, okay, from one culture to another culture, okay. That's all I'm going to say because I know my time's running out. I don't want it doing to me what it did last time. So I just wanted to finish that video on Apologists. I don't owe you an apology, okay. Mr. Turek, get off the stage if you're going to kiss atheist butt. Okay? I'm not here to kiss atheist butt because atheists ain't here to give me a slice of bread or even give me a place to sit my butt down. They're trying to destroy my religion and everything invested into it and my right to be religious in a free, religious, freedom of religious nation. They're trying to destroy. Okay, this is war. This is not time for an apology. This is war. Bring it, atheists. Until next time, till you're ready for me to kick your butt again. Thanks for watching.